What is going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. And as a Pokemon fan, if you ask me at least, we are finally eating for what it seems like a very long time. Yesterday on the 27th, PokemonPresents came out bright and early in the morning. I woke up, I went on Twitch, I streamed it, reacted to the entire thing. But when we got to the end, I did not expect a Pokemon Legends Kalos game. Pokemon Legends Z to A is coming out next year, 2025. We don't have a month, we don't have a specific date yet, but it's very, very exciting. We didn't see no gameplay and stuff like that, but just the concept itself is very, very exciting. Like I said before, depending on who you ask, it might be a W, it might be an L. I know a lot of people are looking for remakes of Gen 5 when it comes to Unova and things like that. I know a lot of people are looking for some more obscure things like Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't think anybody was looking for a Kalos game in the sense of like we weren't expecting it. There's been people asking for Pokemon, Z or just anything like that for a while now, but to get it in this fashion, in a Legends format at that, is, in my opinion, amazing. It's interesting. It has my, it's piqued my interest. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the first time in a while where I feel like majority of Pokemon fans are excited for something. You know what I'm saying? When it compares to Scarlet and Violet and even Legends Arceus, there's been so much skepticism and things like that. But after Arceus and it's done so well, I think it's, to me, if you ask me, it's the best Switch game we have for Pokemon. Going into Pokemon Legends Z, there's a lot to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, put it down below. Are you excited for it? Are you kind of like, man, I really wish we got Gen 5, whether it be like a Legends Kyurem or whether it be just a remake straight out. And if you are excited for Pokemon Legends Z, let me know down below. Are you a big X and Y fan? For me personally, that was like one of the first games I played. I think my starter was Froakie. I understand it's not the best in terms of story and things like that, but I really do love Megas. That's probably my favorite gimmick. I know it's pretty simple, you know what I'm saying? It's not so out there when it comes to Terra typing or when it comes to the whole what was it, Dynamaxing, whatever the freak it was in Sword and Shield. And all I know, like I said, again, 50-50 for a lot of people, but I think Megas are really, really cool. X and Y, in terms of the world and the environment, is really, really cool, being based in France and things like that. I'm very interested to see what they have for next year. I honestly I might do another video, a separate video, kind of ranking all the Megas we have so far. But that's why I kind of wanted this video to be mainly about, is kind of course some speculation, but what Megas do y'all want for this next game? Because of course, if you watch the entire trailer, and of course it's gonna be playing on screen right now, right? Towards the end, at the very end, they showed the Mega symbol, and we're all speculating they're probably gonna be introducing some new Megas into the game. And I guess on top of that, to even preface that, we're going to be getting some new starters. I know a lot of people have been floating around the ideas of getting Piplup, getting Tepig. I think I saw one with Trico. Of course, we have a lot of Megas for, we're looking at Charizard, looking at Blaziken, looking at Swampert, things like that. So we're going to get a fresh new set of starters, a fresh new set of Megas, hopefully, most likely. And on top of that, what other Pokemon do we want Megas for? Of course, I know I saw this post as well on Twitter where there's no way they'll give a Mega to, Xerneas and Yveltal. I might be pronouncing those two wrong. But of course, the box legendaries for X and Y, they're probably going to be getting their Megas or some type of different forms, to refer to, Zygarde or Z, because he has multiple different forms too. So we're looking at kind of at those things, looking at the starters, but just, regular everyday mons. What do y'all think? Me personally, if I had to go with a starter and I had to really just champion one, please give us this Mega, it would have to be Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape. Please give us Mega Infernape. Infernape is probably, I feel like Infernape is one of the most loved, not just starters, but Pokemon in general, whether it comes to the anime, whether it comes to the games. I know he's not that best, competitively, pretty weak, honestly, but I feel like a Mega is long overdue for him. I feel like he should be one of the starters that are going into the whole, Pokemon Legends Z type of thing. Who you put him with, I'm not too sure. I know people are talking about maybe him and a Trico. And then maybe, I don't know, I think Totodile I saw those three. It was Totodile, Chimchar, and Trico. That would be kind of cool. And they're all very, very favorited when it comes to just starters in general, Pokemon in general. So I could definitely see that. A second one I would say when it comes to megas, I would like to see maybe something that had to do with Gudra. I know Gudra has his special form in Hisuian when it makes him Dragon Steel. I did see some art and some typings being thrown out, like maybe he gets a mega, she turns into Poison Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I am very, very biased. I do love Gudra. Gudra's like probably one of my, he probably is my favorite dragon type and my favorite pseudo legendary. I know that might be a hot take. I know there's like Dragonite and like freaking, what else, like High Dragon and Salamence and stuff like that, and T-Tar and all these other mons, but I really do love Gudra. I love the design, I love them in the anime, and he's pretty decent and competitive on Showdown, you know what I'm saying? And speaking about Showdown, speaking about competitive, it's gonna be very interesting to see how the megas, like depending what megas they add, it like affects Showdown and that whole competitive scene. Like when I tell you, like Twitter and YouTube is blowing the hell up right now, like it's like a resurgence of the Pokemon love. And the thing is as well, I thought everybody hated X and Y. Like honestly, like maybe not hated, but I thought it wasn't like everybody's favorite. But what it's looking like online, bro, like people have been waiting for something like this. And of course, I have seen that take as well. Like when it comes to these Pokemon games, there's usually like a third like little spin-off installment. That's why people are even asking for a Pokemon Gun for Sword and Shield. That's probably never gonna happen, obviously, but at least not with that title. But of course, so some people have been asking for Z, and they felt like Kalos, when it came to X and Y, was kind of like unfinished in the sense of the story. It wasn't fully fleshed out. So they're very hoping that this next game that we get is going to really flesh out that story and kind of fill in a lot of holes and add a lot of other stuff, and maybe even connect to some of the other regions like Unova and like maybe like, you know, Alola and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it looks very, very interesting in that regard. I think one last thing as well is that when they were announcing it and then when they were describing it, they were saying that it's going to be something that their most ambitious project yet, and something that we have never seen before. And of course, I know they might like not just even Pokemon, like Gamefreak and things like that, but like I feel like every single game developer company says something like that, one or another. But I feel like this time, and a lot of other people too, this might be something we really have not seen before from Pokemon. I don't know if you want to attribute it to freaking Power World, or you just want to attribute it to, like, you know what I'm saying, they're like kind of like finally putting their feet down, like, how now we're tired of the criticism, we're tired of the disrespect, we're gonna show y'all we know how to make a good Pokemon game again. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be based mainly in Lumio City. I think only that city, so there's not gonna be any other extra stuff. I know a lot of people were saying in the previous games where X and Y were like there was some parts of the city we couldn't access, so hopefully this time it will be fully accessible for the entire city. And yeah, y'all, I don't know, very, very interesting, very looking forward to it. Like I said before, put your thoughts down below whether you like you're looking forward to it, or more of like, man, I'm not really rocking with that. I'm waiting for some Gen 5, some more obscure stuff to come out. And also as well, name your potential megas, like, and your potential starters as well for the new game. Like I said before, having to go with starter for sure Infernape, and if I had to pay like a regular Deglermon, I'm gonna go for sure with Gudra. I don't know, like those are I know those are like, I don't know, I feel like Infernape is kind of a very popular pick because people have been begging for that, but I feel like Gudra is maybe a little bit more obscure. He's not everybody's favorite, but I really do love Gudra. Let me know down below. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all the support recently. We're growing faster than ever on this channel, on the backup channel. We're about to hit 100 subscribers on the backup channel, not the backup channel, but like the second channel where I post different kind of content over there, miscellaneous kind of things, on the Twitch, on the TikTok. And like I said before, like I mentioned it like a little bit earlier in the video, I might make a video just ranking. I might get some friends together too, or I might do it by myself. I don't know yet, but I might make a ranking of all the megas we have so far and talk more about the future potential mega Pokemon in that video. But yeah, love us so much. Thank you for all the support, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.